Hello, hello. Welcome to day 2, clarity. We're going to talk about business goals and a little bit of strategy on how to get there. Okay, so yesterday we talked about mindset, which is going to be a critical piece in moving forward through today's topic, which is basically really figuring out what you want to do and why and how. And, I'm a big proponent of really deepening into the why, and then the how will kind of present itself. But a big piece of that is this mindset work, right? Because we have to be able to trust ourselves and trust the universe or God or whatever it is that you want to trust in, that it will be good, it will be enough, it will come, right? Like if we're always doubting and we're unsure, it's going to be much harder to see when that thing is presented. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we work through today's lesson, training, I don't know, topic. There we go. That sounds better. Okay, so a few questions to ask yourself. What results do you help your soul clients get? Maybe you don't have clients yet. So in that respect, like what results do you want to help them get, right? What kind of transformations do your clients get after they see you, after they work with you, after they receive whatever they receive from you? Okay, do you love this? Does what you do really light you up? Get real with yourself, because I know for me, there were some things in my business that I was not loving, but I was like a little bit too scared. And also I just wasn't, I wasn't sure that I was worthy of claiming the things I did want, right? We have a tendency to make ourselves wrong or feel bad if we're being super honest and we are doing what's best for us, especially if we feel like we're letting people down. So if you were totally off the hook, you were never going to let anybody down. It was just like, almost think of this as like a for fun daydreaming in a perfect world scenario, right? Do you really love what you do? Do you love the results that you get your clients? Is there something deeper to look at here that is worth maybe brainstorming, is worth thinking about? Who are you talking to? And what is your goal? And this is a more specific question to like your messaging and maybe even your content, because it's really important to know who the person is that we're trying to call in, right? For example, if you are, we'll say a hairstylist, because that's what I am, so it's an easy example to use. If you're a hairstylist and you're on Instagram and you're wanting to build up your Instagram following, you need to ask yourself some questions, right? What do I want to gain from this? Who am I going to talk to through my content, through my messaging? Is it other clients? Is it clients? Are you trying to build your book? Are you trying to get new people into your business, into your chair? If that's the case, then you're going to want to speak directly to clients in your messaging, which means, talking about things that clients are going to need to know or want to know. So maybe talking about hair care tips, talking about how to prep for a service, talking about like what products you recommend for certain hair types and textures and styling tips and things like that, things that clients are looking for, things that clients are going to see your page and be like, wow, she's talking to me, right? Or maybe you're trying to build an education platform. Maybe you're trying to venture out into mentoring or coaching or educating of some kind. So think about then who you are talking to. Is it fellow hairstylists? Is it business owners? Is it salon owners, right? So figure out who it is that you are directing your message to so that you can be super clear every time you show up. You are always attracting and calling in the right people, okay? And what are your goals, right? Do you want to just gain more followers? If that's the case, how come? Right? Like, are you wanting to be an influencer? Do you want to work with brands? Or do you want to, like I said, gain new clients and build your book and make more money? Or, maybe you're looking to revamp your business. You're going to raise your prices. So you want to call in the people who are going to be better suited to be with you after that happens, right? So knowing those things are really important. Being really clear about those things are going to help you in the long run, and they're going to help engagement. They're going to help people find you easier. All those things matter. Okay. And then of course, explore your why. Why do you want to do those things? Why did you start doing this? What is the reason behind that? And like I said at the beginning of this training, I truly believe, because I've seen it for myself and I've seen it for my clients, that when we really double down on the why, it's so much easier to get through to the how, because the how, sometimes we are not sure how, and that can really trip us up if we're constantly looking at how is this going to work? How is this going to happen? How? Then we're just kind of focusing on something that sometimes is out of our control. When we're focused on the why and we're really rooted in why and showing up to serve, then sometimes we get surprised, and before we know it, the how is just happening because we're in flow. We're letting it happen. We're trusting ourselves. We're putting in the work on the quote back end, right? We're asking ourselves these questions. We're gaining that clarity so that when we show up, people know exactly what we're about. They know our values. They know our messaging. They know what our brand mission is. Okay, so exploring the why is probably, maybe should have been number one. I don't know, but it's a very important piece. Okay. All right. So what is your MB factor? Okay. So what is your magnetic bitch factor? What is so special about you, the human, you, the person? Okay. This goes beyond just what you offer in your business. What is your wow factor? What makes you stand out? What about yourself? What hobbies are you into? What is like a funny thing about you? What are things that you could showcase to people to help them relate to you better or connect with you more? Something that's going to call in the same, not the same people, but people who appreciate what you're about and they like what you're about. The only way they can know if they like that is if you show them, right? So what are your clients reflecting back to you when they tell you why they said yes to your offer or made an appointment with you, right? Maybe you don't know. Maybe they've never reflected that back to you. That's okay. Ask them. Ask them for feedback. Hey, I would love to know what drew you to me. Do you mind sharing? Because that is amazing to know. It's amazing just to know for ourselves. And it's also amazing to share that as like social proof and as a way of being like, hey, you know, this is what makes me so great. And this is how I'm calling in my people. And this is what my people have to say about it. This is what drew them to me. And that's why I'm here. So that to me means that I'm doing a good job in conveying my truth and my values and what I'm about, because I'm attracting the people who really, really like that and they resonate with that. All right. So that's your magnetic bitch factor. I thought wow factor was like not quite like hitting it on the head there. So I kind of put my spin on it. Okay. So double down on your magic. That's pretty much what this is all about. Brag everywhere. Okay. Tell people what you are good at. You are allowed to be good at this. Okay. And you're allowed to tell people that you are. You're also allowed to enjoy running your business. You're allowed to enjoy being good at this. Okay. Fuck society. Fuck the culture. Fuck the patriarchy. Fuck the people telling us that we need to be fucking humble. I'm sorry. Barf orama. Fuck humble. What does that even mean? Anyway, that's a tangent for another day, but allow yourself to feel good that you're good at what you do, and allow yourself to take up that space and get that visibility of showing up and being like, this is what I'm good at. This is my magic. This is what I can help you with. Okay. You can make your own rules. You can do it and say it and be about that in any way you can or want. All right. Let people know over and over again how great you are and what you are selling. Okay. Especially, holy shit, especially if you're in launch mode, you better be telling the bitches, all the bitches, exactly what you're selling all the time, every day, because guess what? You are not going to annoy the right people. And you know what? You'll repel the right people too. How about that? The people who are meant to like not be with you, bye-bye, see you later, be annoyed, I don't care, you're not for me. Okay? Because when we believe in what we're doing so deeply, we want to share it. That is how we show up and serve our people, by letting them know how they can work with us, how they can book with us, how we can help them. Okay? You're not being sleazy by offering up the things. Shit, if you're a hairstylist or someone who sells like physical products, you're not sleazy by selling your clients products that they need. All right? What's sleazy is if they say, "Oh, no, sorry, I can't today," and you pressure them. Okay? No is no. That's fine. If that's the worst thing that can happen is they say, "No, sorry, I can't," then cool. Keep it moving. Whatever, no biggie. All right? But we don't know unless we ask. And we don't know unless we tell them. And they don't know unless we tell them, right? Okay. So, you also don't have to show up in places that feel icky. This includes social media platforms. Okay? Choose platforms and containers and programs and mentors that are aligned for you. All right? Remember that force we talked about yesterday? Yeah, we cannot create from that place. We cannot evolve, expand, shift, grow from a place of force or hustle or just when we are out of alignment. Keep checking in with yourself. Does this feel good? Is this aligned for me? Do our value systems match? If not, it's okay to fucking bounce. All right? You don't have to be on any platform that you don't like. You don't have to be on all the platforms. In fact, I highly recommend choosing one. Choose one that really aligns with you, the way you can share your message, the way you can show up powerfully, because that's what matters. It matters way, way, way less that we show up everywhere if it's just an energy leak and we're not showing up for any reason other than we feel like we have to, right? That's really not going to get us anywhere. What will propel us forward is showing up in ways and places that do feel good for us, that do showcase our magic, that do allow us to be authentically ourselves. So keep that in mind, okay? And you can choose yourself over and over and over and over again. The limit does not exist, okay? You get to choose yourself first, no matter what. No matter what, okay? Okay, that was a juicy one. That was a juicy slide. That one I think was my favorite. Okay, and utilize your brand pillars. This is something that I go really deep in my Magnetic Bitch Bootcamp. So I'm going to give you the cliff notes right now. And, oh, my little Bubba is in here. Hold on. Oh, brother, he's a funny guy. Okay. Yes, Bub. You can turn on the TV. Yes, that's fine. Okay. All right. So, and see also, you can run a business when your kid's around. It's okay. Everything's fine. No big deal. No one's going to think I don't even know, unprofessional, a loser. Like everything's okay. Right? All right. So your brand pillars, these are 2 to 5 general topics or content themes. And this is like, I call them brand pillars because you can use them for anything in any of your marketing or messaging. But specifically, we go deep into social media, using it for social media in the bootcamp. But for this purpose and giving you like the quick rundown, think about the things you want to talk about, the things that you want to share. Go back and, or you're going to get a workbook with this training. Look through that workbook, fill it out, really reflect on what parts of yourselves you really want to showcase, what types of things you want to talk about in your business. Like, again, you get to make up the rules, so you get to decide these things. It doesn't matter if you feel like it doesn't have anything to do with your business. Like, I talk about plants all the fucking time. Okay. If I could, I'd totally open a plant store. Maybe I will one day. And it's just, I love plants. Okay. I have a million of them. It's like a little urban jungle in my house, and it fits my brand because I genuinely like them. So it's not a surprise when I talk about it. Okay. So anything goes, right? My business pillars, or I'm sorry, brand pillars are mindset, pleasure-based business, wellness, and then a little dabble of beauty and lifestyle. Okay. And I would say plants probably fall in like the lifestyle portion. So my recommendation is 1 to 2 personal topics, and 2 to 4 business related topics. And honestly though, whatever is the most comfortable, whatever you feel the most called to share is gonna work perfectly fine. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Just trust yourself, okay? Because the whole point is to have fun. The whole point, Well, the whole point is to run a business and make money. But in order to do that, we have to like what we're doing. So allow yourself to have fun. Don't talk yourself out of posting this or that or whatever because you're overthinking, overanalyzing, overworrying. And I know it's a hard habit to break, and I say it with so much love, okay? But I promise the right people will love and care about what you share, and they will be called to you no matter what, okay? And that's all for today. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah!